Warning. The following podcast is intended for a mature audience due to the dropping of bombs of the F, S, B, and C varieties. Listener discretion is advised.
And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Ooh, welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 172, we're talking inappropriate Halloween decorations. Has the devil been born in Birmingham? And the Conclave gets this week's movie review treatment and much, much more. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hello.
Oh.
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here, coming to you with the newest episode of the Waffle Box, Halloween edition. It's the People's Podcast, the original Waffle Box. It's the best part of Wednesdays, coming to you all the way from the future home of Super Bowl 60. You love us because we do this, and we do this because we love you, Producer Lathan.
Happy Halloween Eve, fellas. Hopefully, you're both fully prepared for the best holiday of the year. All my decorations are up. The pumpkin has been carved. The candy is ready to give out to the trick-or-treaters. The only thing I have to do now is decide what costume I'm going to wear. I've whittled it down to the final three. It's either a slutty Spider-Man, a slutty Minion, or a slutty Optimus Prime. They're all fantastic looks, so it's going to be a tough decision.
Yeah.
I don't know if Producer Lathan can answer this, but I was wondering which
can't.
minion, because they have three different body types.
Oh, yeah, but body positive, I'm sure. I don't know what that means, but when it comes to minions, but...
So a short little pillow guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already shown his butt. Why not?
Get it out there. Get it out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what your mother's made? Giving you whatever the fuck that saying is. Kush, how you been? How you doing?
I'm doing well here, man. Just celebrating Halloween week. This is either Kush Hayes with long hair, or this is the mugshot they send out, like, and people discovered the plastic explosives were outside the Federal Reserve on Tuesday. People say this man did it.
I tell you what, I'm going to do a quick Google. What's that movie? Nicolas Cage.
Well, I mean, it could be anything with Nicolas Cage.
Long hair movie. Con Air.
Con Air?
Yeah, you kind of look like Con Air, Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, I had long hair at that time, and I admired his hair at that time. So yeah, that's I will accept that. I'm also wishing I had this wig during my Mad Max Furiosa review, because as I said, Chris Hemsworth looks like me now, but with a little putty on his nose, and I was like, I'm glad they elevated his handsomeness to my status.
Yeah. Just gotta buff up the old arms and you'll be good to go. You could be in the next Thor movie. Save Marvel a bit of money. I'm sure Disney.
Yeah, there you go. Or I could just be in any Thor movie. Thor is actually publicly in the public realm.
Well, or they're still dabbling in the multiverse situation. Maybe you could just be a variant of
Thor.
Could be a variant of Thor.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Fuck
Disney.
Yeah. Disney, get on it.
I got a beer that I'm drinking, right? So my mother-in-law went to Vermont and brought me back some beers.
Nice.
Great
mother-in-law.
Yeah. If I had nails, I could open it.
Yeah.
So this first one is going to be the Frost Beer Works is the brewery. Shout out to them.
Okay.
And this is their little Lush IPA, 5.5 alcohol by volume. Let's give it a little oh, it's got a nice smell to it.
All right.
It passes. It's good. It's a good beer. Well done, Frost. Beer Works.
Excellent.
Shout out to you. You can sponsor us now. We accept payment through alcohol. What have you been up to? Other than it's Halloween tomorrow. Do you know what I realized? I mean, we could talk about it technically next week, but do you know what I realized? Because of the way that we record these things and the days that we do it on.
Jesus
so
Christ. Yeah.
Next week's episode will be dropping on November 6th, but we record it on November 4th. So technically, by the time it releases, we're gonna have a new president, and we're gonna be blissfully unaware while we're recording it. So the whole world could be burning, and we're just like sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. We have no idea.
You'll never guess what I thought about this movie. Oh my God. Was it too short? Was it too long?
Then they found the cat under the microwave. Craziness. Bizarre, right? Also, this is starting a big week for me, Kush. Big week. Because to celebrate the mother-in-law's birthday, my wife and the siblings took her to Switzerland for the week.
Oh, wow.
So I'm home alone for a whole week.
Nice.
And you know what they say? While the cat's away, the mice will probably go to the bar every single night and not make the bed. And I'm going to leave the toilet seat up. Oh, it's going to be an amazing week. Oh, God.
Why not?
I can't wait. Next week, because it only just started. So by next week, I'll have a full week of just like no responsibilities. I'm going to look like 10 years younger next week. Oh,
okay.
Be amazing. But anyway, love you, babe. I miss you. Anyway, should we just get straight into the show?
Yeah, let's get into the show, bro.
Because we've got a couple of spooky stories since it is Halloween tomorrow.
Okay.
But the first one is not Halloween themed. But when you hear the headline, I couldn't wait a week to talk about this story. So if you could, producer Lathan, hit the music. It's now time for this week's.
I got some hair in my throat.
Oh. That means you had a good night last night, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lathan, if you could. It's now time for this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
Pizza with a side of cocaine. That's the headline. Yep.
Not a cocaine guy, but that does sound fun.
It does sound fun, right? So a German pizzeria has been busted after allegedly, there's that word again, when it's clear that they did do this, allegedly delivering one of its dishes with a customary side order of cocaine. Police said the restaurant in Dusseldorf would provide the drug when customers asked for number 40 on the menu. It is not known how much the pizzeria charged for the special order, but according to criminal director Michael Graf von Moltke, fantastic German name, the investigations discovered that it was one of their best-selling pizzas. Which is nice.
And I'm sorry, where was this again? This is the UK?
No, Dusseldorf in Germany.
Germany. Okay, interesting.
Those crazy, wacky Germans.
Hmm.
See, this is dangerous. Sounds dangerous. Like the old Dutch like to put marijuana in their cookies. That sounds fun. Cocaine-laced pizza sounds dangerous.
Well, here's the thing: is it's just a regular pizza, but then you get
a little baggie.
You get the grated mozzarella. That's what your cocaine is in.
It's the good mozzarella.
By the way, I'm just guessing. That's what I would do, but that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, maybe it's just a little baggy still.
Speaking of cheeses, why I always wonder why do you? I mean, you don't come across this in your day-to-day life, but Italians in New Jersey, I have no idea why they have to insist on pronouncing pretty much every word on the menu without the last fucking letter. Oh, can I have some mozzarella? Can I have some calamari? It's calamari! Damn cunt.
We have our own little version of Little Italy out here. It's called North Beach, and so you'll bump into that from time to time. But yes, it is also funny. I also feel like I don't think you're speaking Italian there, bro.
Oh, I've experienced Italy and Italians. They call calamari calamari.
Oh, nice. You sure they're not pandering to Westerners or possible Americans in your case?
No, I'm almost certain. It's
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
could Google it, but whatever. Anyway, on to this Google the cocaine pizza. Cocaine pizza. When the drug squad officers began observing the restaurant, this is hilarious, right? So they buzzed the restaurant's manager's apartment.
Okay.
To which I guess maybe he was like, "Oh, this could be a bust. Let me get rid of some evidence." To which he proceeds to throw a bag of drugs out of the window, which literally fell right into the arms of the police officers.
Oh, hello.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I didn't get you anything.
It's snowing. According to Dusseldorf police, the pizzeria's manager was arrested when he tried to escape the country and is currently still in custody. What a dumbass.
Wow. I'm surprised he didn't try and flush it, but I guess that speaks to the indoor plumbing of Dusseldorf.
The European plumbing's odd. I remember when I went to Greece, I think I told you this story when I came back from Greece, but they have signs in all of the Airbnbs and all the hotels, maybe not hotels, but the Airbnbs are like, please do not flush tissues down the toilet.
Tissues? Like I get like paper towels, but tissues?
Yeah, no. They have they have a bin where you're supposed to put your shitty tissues in.
Yeah. I mean, the bin's everywhere. The bin should be in every bathroom, to be honest. But still,
I'm not gonna leave
it's tissues.
shit covered tissues when I wipe my ass.
Tissues are usually thinner than toilet paper in some cases.
I don't get. No, it's when you take a number 2 and you wipe your bum.
Oh,
You're supposed to then put it in the trash rather than down the toilet.
That's also a thing in Mexico and most of Central America. In fact, if you go to a resort in Mexico, there will be signs. By the way, you have to go to the white people resort in Mexico, not the regular resort in Mexico. But there will be signs saying like, yeah, "Don't leave the shitty tissues in the basket. Our plumbing works." They'll actually have signs saying that.
Fantastic. That's the kind of place I want to go to. But yeah, I was a bad boy. I don't give a fuck. I flushed my tissues down.
Yeah, good for you.
And my apartment smelling like shit. Anyway,
that's dumb. It's weird. It's a weird culture. You'll find that here in San Francisco too, in the Mission District. You go to some of the deep taquerias that Caucasians don't know about, the tourists aren't aware of, and you use the bathroom if you can use the bathroom, and you'll find that little bin there, and it'll be full of shitty tissues.
To be fair though, I do normally have to take a shit after tacos.
Yeah. But we're in San Francisco and our plumbing is just fine. So flush away. Like,
I went to Taco Bell the other day, just out of sheer convenience, because I was at the mall and I was hungry and it was just there. So I was like, fuck yeah, I just went to Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it, but my stomach, like 5 minutes later, was like, whoa. I don't know what the fuck they put in there, but whatever. Let's move over to the UK. Crazy, wacky UK, where a children's soft play center has apologized and removed its realistic-looking Halloween body bags after concerns from shocked parents. One mother who took her daughter to Rugrats and Half Pints in Gloucestershire said she did a double take when she spotted the decorations. Pictures show that they resemble human bodies covered in black plastic bags, some wrapped with tape marked "Caution" and "Danger," hanging upside down from poles adjoining one of the soft play structures.
Oh.
The center has since removed the decorations after complaints from parents. So yeah, if you look at if you Google it and you look at it literally looks like some gangster shit where they've just killed a dead body, wrapped it up in top, and like duct taped it. It looks like dead bodies hanging upside down.
Yeah, welcome to the haunted house.
This is for like 4-year-olds.
Yeah, welcome to the haunted house.
I don't know. Maybe it's PC gone mad. But I'm thinking if I work at Rugrats and Half Pints, that's what the place is called, and I'm getting ready, and I'm sitting there before the doors open, duct taping this black bag that I filled with pillows, I guess, and it's to make it look like a dead body. I'm like, is this appropriate for the kiddies? I don't know. This seems odd.
It might be a little intense. Might be a little too intense for them. Yeah, Rugrats and what's and so's.
Half
I
points.
hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Although then the flip side could be said, like if there's like a 4-year-old running around and they see this upside down thing. If the child's first thought is, "Oh my God, that's a dead body," then I'm maybe questioning the parenting as well. Like, why is your 4-year-old know what a dead body looks like? Do you know what? Actually, no. As I'm talking about this, I flipped. Rugrats and half pints. You're in the right. It's the parents. I'm blaming the parents on this one.
I know a set of parents who are deep into the horror community, and I believe their newborn child is now 2, so I guess that doesn't make him a newborn, but they dressed him up like Chucky for Halloween this year, and I was just like, oh. In any circumstance, I'd be like, does he know what Chucky is? But in his case, yeah, he probably knows what Chucky is and probably loves the shit out of it. Like,
Speaking of newborn parents, I mean, we're of the age where a lot of our friends and family have children now.
yeah. So some are in college now, which is
Fucking
crazy.
hell.
Fucking hell, right?
What is with the fad, I guess, or the craze or the trend of when the parent is asked the question, "How old is your child?" They insist on answering in months. Once, even after the child has passed a year old, like they're 28 months. Why don't now you now have to do maths? So it's two and a bit.
Yeah.
What are you being?
I know that's a thing up until 2. I don't think it's a thing past 2. But yes, I believe they go as far like he's 21 months now. He'll be 2 in 3 months. And I'm like, yes, I understand that. Thank you.
I might try doing that. Next time, ask me someone else how old I am. I'm going to say 470 months.
Nice. I hope that's the real answer.
Like the idea is,
I think it has to do with the parent books. So at 16 months, he or she should be doing this. At 17 months, they should be doing that. Like I think it has something to do with that.
Do you remember? I think I told you about this when I went home for one last time before my parents moved out of my childhood home. I found a little bookie, and it had like my name on it, and it was the same thing like you're saying. It's like first steps, how old I was, doing this, how old I was, blah, 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 blah. And it had all of them, like how many months it was before I did certain things. And then it said something like bounced a ball, and it was blank. And I've been questioning my existence ever since. It's like, wait, do I know how to bounce a ball? I don't know. Maybe I should update it.
Bounce a ball, but they probably didn't have many balls for you to bounce when you were being weighed in months.
Shitty parents.
It happens, man. It happens. Some of you are like, yeah, he's not going to be an athlete. That's maybe we could just give him some chalk to chew on. I don't know.
Just give him a stick.
Just give him a stick. I heard it was the fucking toy in the Toy Hall of Fame, the stick.
It is.
I know.
Do you know what? Do you remember the kids nowadays? Kids these days, they don't understand with their fingle-fangle PlayStations and their Xboxes. But do you remember when you were a child, the excitement when your parents would buy it, like maybe like a new appliance, and there'd be a big cardboard box for you to play with?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah. You'd make a little fort out of it, or a tree house, or without the tree, whatever it was. You would play with that cardboard box, much like a cat.
Yeah. I remember making one into a spaceship. That was fun.
Nice.
But then I remember vividly having this memory. Maybe I should speak to my therapist about this. But I remember one time remembering that it was like a long box. I can't remember what came in it, but it was a long box. And I remember just laying in there pretending it was a coffin.
Oh, interesting.
That's
were you pretending
weird.
to be Dracula, or were you just being dead?
I think I was just dead.
Yeah, I think you were just curious about death at the time. That happens.
Oh, I remember very vividly. I mean, around about 8 or 9 years old, trying to get around the whole idea of death. and having the whole world. When you're dead, it's just blackness. But how are you going to be conscious of the blackness because you're dead? But if you have no conscious, what the fuck is going through your mind? But there is no mind. And I'll fucking be up for hours losing my shit over that. Death's weird.
I remember the one of my cardboard box experiences. I don't remember what it was. Maybe might have just been a computer monitor box. Can't believe I was ever that small. However, we also had a power outage at the same time. So I took a nap in the box, and then I woke up and the house was pitch black, but like mom was still there, and she's like, "Yeah, it's only 7 o'clock and the power's out." And then one thing led to another, and I don't know what happened, but somehow I stabbed myself in the chest with a pencil.
Well,
Right
while
in the
you're just
nipple,
asleep?
too. No, after I woke up, stupid.
Oh,
I
of course. I'm the stupid one. Mr. Stabbed himself in the nipple with a pencil.
Well, I was obviously not asleep.
Yeah, but why did you just stab
I just
yourself?
told you I woke up. I just told you I woke up.
Well, you're
The
cranky
detail was
after
I
a nap.
woke up. I'm cranky from that nap 40 years ago. Yes, son.
I'd be cranky if I stabbed myself with a nipple after a nap.
I
Hell of a
might have emoted a sound.
Was you aiming for the nipple?
Not at all. I just did that stupid thing where the tip of the pencil and something happened and I like slipped on a pillow or whatever, but like didn't feel good.
So it's like this childhood version of like if you fall over and you land at the right spot and your car key just digs into your fucking leg.
That happened too. Yes, that's not fun. I fell on my keys.
So much pain. So much pain.
That's very painful. That's underrated pain. People should be making more jokes about that. Nice.
What's the deal with falling on your keys?
It is true.
That's my Jerry Seinfeld impression. Joe, by the way, also
in your pants now.
I do.
Oh, you don't have a little jacket pocket to put that in?
I don't trust it.
Fair enough.
Although maybe I need to stop wearing tight jeans, but I've got my phone case.
Yes, already.
My phone case has like these little ridges on the corners, I guess extra protection because the corners may be the weakest part of the phone. And as I'm doing my many steps at the restaurant that I work at, over a very short period of time, because I guess the phone lands in the same spot every time, it's been wearing away holes in my jeans.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Like, fuck me.
Yeah,
but thankfully,
I've experienced a few things like that before.
Suggestion
Suggestion
my
for
little
keys.
server apron covers the holes. I have a very cute.
Get one of those little clips, like people use for mountain climbing. Yeah, but just put it on your belt loop there. But the drawback will be every time you walk, it'll sound like you're in a cowboy western, like
or a prison guard,
which can be cool. I mean, everyone will hear you coming, but that's beside the point. You won't be able to sneak up on anyone, is what I'm saying.
I'm very aroused. Final story this week. A horror obsessed mother.
Horror obsessed or
horror, not whore.
Gotcha. But should I be obsessed with whores? I can't get enough of these whores.
I'm obsessed with whores. So, they're so obsessed with sex. Like, how can they enjoy the simple things in life if that's what they're thinking about, you know? How do you think a whore ever just lays down the grass and looks up and makes shapes out of the clouds? Or they just always like, oh, that one looks like a dick.
They probably can't just lie on the grass and enjoy the day and imagine a dick-shaped cloud because one, they're sleeping from the night before, and two, if they get caught on that grass, some dude with a purple fedora is going to start beating them with a stick covered in a hanger, a wire-wrapped hanger, and it just won't feel good. So they probably don't get to lay on the grass often and look at dick-shaped clouds, or any clouds for that matter.
That's a shame.
It is.
Anyway, a horror-obsessed mum is ready to celebrate her son's first Halloween after she controversially named him Lucifer when he was born in January.
Dumb.
Ronnie Lilly from Birmingham. That's how they speak in Birmingham, Kush.
Sure.
My name's Ronnie. I'm from Birmingham. Very obnoxious. So she shocked family and friends with the unusual name, with some family members even refusing to use the name when referring to her son. She chose the name, oh boy, after watching the Netflix series Lucifer. Oh boy.
I've never seen the show, but I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard anything bad things about it, but I've only heard a few good things about it.
That's a weird team. Maybe if I have a son, I'll name him Dexter. That'd be fun.
You could totally, I mean, well, Dexter's a real name.
Or Archer.
Archer, yeah. I
That's a
bet
great
there's a couple
show.
of people who have named their kids Archer.
That's a great show. Or no, well, technically his name was Sterling. And that'd be a great name because the currency in UK is the pound sterling. Boom. So I could be like showing, tipping my hat to my British roots, but also showing love to my favorite cartoon detective.
2 minutes in one.
Boom. She said, "We're not religious, so the name has no dangerous connotations for us, but I am obsessed with Halloween." She added that she couldn't wait to make his first Halloween one to remember, saying, "I'm going to dress him up in red with tails, horns, and a pitchfork." So you're going to dress him up like a devil. You could just save yourself some syllables there.
Whoa, so out of the box.
Should have dressed him up like Jesus, and then it just confused everyone. I remember going after watching the movie Constantine, starring Keanu Reeves. It's a great fucking movie. Doing some like deep diving in like 4 o'clock in the morning. And there's like different schools of thought in the Catholic Christianity vibes. And in one school of thought, some people believe this, is that Lucifer and Jesus were brothers.
Oh, that's a new one.
And one was a bad boy, obviously, and got kicked down below.
Jerked off? Oh.
No, yeah, kicked down below. Well, I'm sure, to be fair, like the kind of people that hang around in hell and he's in charge, I'm pretty sure if he wants a hand job, he gets a hand job. That's where all the whores go. Imagine that being like the king, like the king dingaling of hell, and you're just surrounded by all the worst kind of women. Oh, Lucifer gets some tail. He definitely gets some tail.
Double entendre.
Yeah.
Double innuendo.
That's good. Yeah, so despite its negative connotations, Lucifer actually means, here's a fun fact, bearer of light or morning star.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Ronnie has faced harsh comments online from trolls. I'm assuming that means mean people, not actual trolls, but that'd be fun. Who call
I've
her...
heard that'd be if just some trolls came out of the bridge like, fuck your baby.
What the fuck?
Going back
I'm going to eat your baby because I'm a troll, and that's what we do, apparently. So comments from trolls who call her cruel and claim that she's setting her child up to be bullied.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I'm not a religious man either, but there is no chance I'm taking any risks and bullying a kid named Lucifer.
Right.
No, but people are going to talk shit behind his back, and he's going to overhear it, and that's still going to have an effect on him. He's not going to get invited to social affairs because...
Well, whatever. He's going to miss out on what? Oh, what? He's going to miss out on birthday parties with the religious kids? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Those parties suck anyway.
They probably suck, but they're probably also his only community.
And that's Birmingham. Somebody.
I mean, whatever. I think this dumb bitch is dumb. I think she set her child up only for failure. Best case scenario, he can be like, call me Lou. That's about it. Yeah, that's all. But oh, Lou, is that short for Louise?
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, sure, Lou. I'm sorry, what? Short for Lucifer. What? It's short for Lucifer, motherfucker, and then he fucking just shakes the shit out of you.
I mean, there's other one like what like they could go with like Beelzebub. That's a good name for the
Oh.
devil.
A lot of people are
Beelzebub.
like, "Oh, are you German?"
Yeah, and then you can go Beelzebub. Yeah, I'm German. Yeah, sure. Do you want some cocaine with
I
your
bet
pizza?
more people are unfamiliar with the term Beelzebub than Lucifer.
What's the other names for the devil here? We got what's that? The fucking what the hell? Google. Apparently, some names for the devil include Prince of Power of the Air. That's a bit wordy.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's too many syllables.
Mephistopheles.
Mesophos, Mephis. Yes, what you
Yep,
said.
that one.
I know the name.
Astaroth. That's a pretty cool name.
Astaroth. Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Leviathan. Leviathan.
And Leviathan. That's more of a subterranean, underwater creature. But okay.
Abaddon. Abaddon is a pretty fun name, but for some reason I feel that's a girl's name. Abaddon.
Abaddon could be a girl's name, but I also know that name. I don't know what it's in reference to besides the devil, but I've heard Abaddon.
I think there's a professional wrestler named Abaddon.
Probably something stupid like that.
So there you go. If you're ever in the Birmingham area in 17 years' time, you might meet a guy named Lucifer in a bar, and he might buy you a drink. That'd be nice.
Don't take that drink.
That'd be a great anecdote, wouldn't it? Yeah, maybe that's who I was in the bar with tonight. The Prince of Darkness. Ozzy Osbourne? No.
Jerry?
Lucifer.
Oh, that'd be my next.
Anyway. So let's see what happens with old young Lucifer and what he achieves in life. But let's talk about other people that are out there achieving things with their life. And they're achieving things so amazing that an Irish brewery is like, oh, well done, Tuppy. You did so great. You did. Oh, it's a lot of crack. We love crack. We're Irish. We love the fucking crack. It's not racist. I'm half Irish. It's now time for this week's Dunwell record of the week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
I don't know why, Kush, but I feel like you're going to get annoyed at this one.
Probably.
I don't know why. But
Call it out.
a woman from Bangladesh used chopsticks to lift 1 grain of rice at a time and managed to eat a record-breaking 37 pieces of rice in 1 minute.
Oh. Not annoyed. Have to report that. But yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay.
Let's continue with this story because this is a great little story.
Right? There's more. Oh dear. Oh dear.
So Samaya Khan, 24, told Guinness World Records that she has been using chopsticks to eat all of her meals for a few years, right?
Sure. Yeah, been there. Actually been there.
And then why did she decide to try to break the Guinness World Record for most grains of rice eaten with chopsticks in 1 minute? You ask, I'm sure. Now, you know, you've been to workplaces, you've had jobs in your life, and
I've performed a task or two.
And occasionally, sometimes, work will do this like team building shit, or people will ask you where they go, oh, if Dave had to describe you in 1 sentence or something like that, what would he say about you, And, you normally get questions like, oh, he's fun at parties, or he's always good at this and good at that, right? Well, let's find out what Samaya's co-workers think about her, because she decided to try to break this Guinness World Record when a co-worker took note of her rice eating skills. Like, what is that? How did you notice that? Like, and how boring of a person have you got to be to where when someone's like, oh, what do you think of Samaya? I was like, oh, Samaya, she's really good at eating rice. So that's what I got. That's all I got.
I have a
Sorry.
feeling there's a whole ritual involved with her where she like has this prepared bowl. Maybe she heats it up in the microwave. Maybe she doesn't, but she has to put it there. But then there has to be this a napkin of some kind to cover that, and then she has her own chopsticks.
Oh,
I
she
can't
definitely has
imagine
her own
using
chopsticks.
The
Like she has a
disposable
name
kind.
written on them and everything. I bet they're like.
Oh, probably. She probably has multiple styles of chopsticks, including those lightsaber chopsticks where you're just like, I kind of want those, but those are also kind of gay. Anyway, yeah, I imagine she does this whole ritual where she's just eating a bowl of rice, but she does it just very daintily and like it's just like, hey, lady, we only got a half hour here at this job. Maybe some of you have an hour, but some jobs only have a half hour. Like, just take a fucking spoon and just shovel that shit in. What are you doing? Like, what is this? Why are we being so precious with every grain of rice? Like,
I bet you. Do you know how like some people have driving gloves?
yes, I do.
I bet she has chopstick gloves. I bet like when she's like preparing, she takes it seriously. She puts on her special gloves to handle the chopsticks with
I
extra
don't know
grips
if that's a
between her
thing.
fingers. I don't know if it's not a thing, but that's what I
Yeah.
imagine. I reckon she's really
Okay.
fucking annoying. Like she like pulls out and like with like a cloth unfolds the cloth
Yeah,
to
that's
produce
what I'm
her
talking about. She's got a whole
amazing
ritual
fucking
here, like,
chopsticks, and then she just slides on the extra grippy finger gloves, and she's like twirling them like a drummer, you know, one of those like 80s
that's
bands,
a lot.
and then she's like goes to town.
That's a lot there, Mike. But again, that does go to my point of like she's got a whole she isn't just eating lunch like a regular person. Like there's a whole fucking ceremony involved here to finally get to use her chopsticks. Like, I enjoyed those 2 grains of rice. Oh, I enjoyed those 3. Oh, that was just 1. Oh, 2 more. Oh, like
Imagine going on a date with her. Oh,
no.
like Samaya, seriously, can you use a spoon or a fork? We're gonna miss the movie. Doop, doop. Moving along. Anyway, so congratulations to Samaya Khan, 24-year-old Bangladesh, for breaking the Guinness World Record for most grains of rice individually eaten with chopsticks in a minute. I feel that if your record takes me that long to explain, it's a dumb record. So there you go.
The record took you longer to explain than the actual record took to achieve. Yes, sir.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Anyway, that wraps up the first half of this week's show. After the break, we've got the usual stuff of Celebrity Birthday Blackjack, Kush's movie review, and a feel-good story. Before we head into the break, I got a little question for our little listeners. So while we're using the commercial break, you can think about this question and see if you get the answer right. This week's at-break question is, what is the most obnoxious bird? Answer coming up after this short break.
Hey kiddos, are you sick and tired of birds disturbing and feeding on your recently cast seed and growing crops? Well, you need to get yourself a scarecrow. Did you know that scarecrows were first used in Greece around 2500 BC when they would carve Priapus, one of their least attractive gods, into pieces of wood to scare birds away from their vineyards? Well, now you do. Good luck trying to shoehorn that fucking fact into a conversation. Anyway, scarecrows are a proud partner of the Waffle Box podcast.
Place your bets. It's now time for Birthday Blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Yes, welcome back to Waffle Box, episode 172. Before the break, we asked you the question, what is the most obnoxious bird? And of course, the answer is the penguin. Now, we're moving on. Well, it's like, well, look at me, I'm a bird. Can you fly? No. Fuck you, penguin. Fuck you.
I'm not even sure penguins are part of the avian family, but okay.
They're a flightless bird. That's what they're described as.
Yeah, well, that is what they're described as. I don't think they're part of the avian family, but I could be wrong. I'm definitely no zoologist.
It's like a fish that can't swim. It's useless.
Well, so as opposed to a fish that can fly. Anyways, I would have said a woodpecker, but okay.
Woodpeckers are annoying. I don't know if they're obnoxious, but I'm not gonna argue. It's that time for this week's Birthday Blackjack October 30th edition. And if you haven't played this game before, how this game works is I'm going to give you 5 celebrities that celebrate their birthday on this very day. And you have to guess how old they are now. And your overall score is decided by your margin of error. Example, if a celebrity is turning 53 and you guess 57, you're 4 years out, so you score 4 points. And the whole name of the game is to try to keep your score at 21 or below, hence the blackjack component.
Yeah.
Also, as Kush used beautifully last week, if you do get the age spot on,
Perfect.
you get some -5 your score as well. So it's amazing.
Dude, I had my greatest game ever last week.
I think you're on like a streak of like 3 or 4 in a row.
4 in a row now.
Overall record 14 and 20.
We're still just trying to get to 50% now. Like, we've lost that many games and the year is almost that over. So yeah, we're just trying to get to 50%. And hopefully tonight is 5 in a row.
By the way, this week's Birthday Blackjack is brought to you by Starchild from Frost Beer Works, 6% IPA. Give it a whirl. It doesn't taste like anything. What the fuck is...
It doesn't taste like anything? Like, not even like... It doesn't just... Like nothing? Like, what is it, rice cake of beer?
Yeah, it's...
Is it a seltzer? What is it?
No, it's an IPA. It says a Starchild IPA with New Zealand hops.
And it doesn't taste like an IPA?
New Zealand, your hops suck.
I am not a fan of IPAs. But, yeah.
Nothing. I'm getting nothing.
To have one that tastes like nothing might be something. I don't know.
It's liquid. That's how I would describe this beer. It's a liquid.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Anyway, right, Kush. So when I was doing the research for this week's Birthday Blackjack, I gotta be honest, not many really cool people born on October 30th.
Okay.
So good luck. Good. That's all I'm gonna say. You ready? You ready to play along?
I'm ready to do what I can, sir.
Let's go with contestant number 1.
Number 1.
Bush frontman, i.e. he was a frontman of the band Bush, and former husband to Gwen Stefani.
Oh, word.
Mr. Gavin Rossdale.
Fascinating. I have no idea who that is. I know Gwen Stefani. I know Gwen Stefani is like 50 now. She's not the subject we're talking about, though, but that helps me gauge.
Well, I'll give you one more clue then.
Oh, thank you. Please. Please, please,
so
please.
Gavin Rossdale, in his solo music career, wrote a really good song called Adrenaline, which appeared on the original Vin Diesel XXX soundtrack.
Okay.
So that's kind of giving you a little... Well, it kind of gives you the era, maybe, that he was...
It's definitely, yeah, again, yeah, this doesn't do anything extra after Gwen Stefani. So that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
So what's your guess?
I'm going to say this gentleman whose name I've already forgotten is 52.
Gavin Rossdale. 52. Gavin Rossdale is actually 59. So that gets you score 7. Not considering you have no fucking idea who the guy is. It's not bad. It's not bad stuff.
Could have been worse.
Here's one you should know. Here's one you should know.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Former professional wrestler, i.e. he retired and then came out of retirement and he's now still doing his thing. Mr. Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge. Not the U2 guitarist, the professional wrestler. With gorgeous grey hair, much like what Kush is wearing now if you're watching the YouTube version.
I did feel like the wig is sort of Edge-esque. A shame I'm not cut like him, otherwise I'd just be doing this shirtless. Anyway, Edge, Adam Copeland. He's in Highlander 4, by the way, the
Ooh.
Highlander Endgame.
We
Plays a
just
very,
can't stop
very
talking about Highlander on this show.
No, man, it's a great show. It's a great show, great franchise. Stalling for time. Edge, I believe, is 50. I'm gonna say 50.
You think he's turning the big 5-0?
He's still a young guy, but like you said, he's up there.
Unfortunately, you are a year out. He is 51, which is not bad. It's not bad. That takes your score up to 8.
Okay. Yeah,
A lot of wiggle room. A lot of wiggle room. All right, let's go to number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
American actor and comedian Kevin Pollak.
Okay.
You know Kevin Pollak?
I know Kevin Pollak, not personally, obviously, but yeah, very funny dude. I haven't seen him in about a decade. He was actually doing a podcast that, for some reason, was one of like the first original programs Hulu licensed. They weren't licensing it as a Hulu original. He was on like iTunes and all that other shit still, but like you could catch his show on Hulu when they had nothing. Hulu used to have nothing. Anyways, Kevin Pollak is in The Usual Suspects. I believe he's in Casino. He's in a bunch of great movies, just as a random guy. But,
get on with it!
63. Thank you.
Your guess is 63.
63.
Mr. Kevin Pollak is 67 today.
Wow. Okay.
So that moves your score up to 12. Not a bad. No, could be worse.
We're still not out of it. We're still not out of it. We're doing okay, but we're not out.
Now, this is the last one where I'm like, will Kush know who this is? So...
Number 4.
Is host of the game show Cash Cab, Mr. Ben Bailey.
Oh, I know Cash. I know of Cash Cab.
Okay,
I've seen a couple
it's a great game show. You should watch it if you haven't.
It's fun. They don't do it anymore, I don't believe. And I've heard Ben Bailey in podcasts before. 47.
47. You know what Ben Bailey kind of looks like? Who's the guy the actor that played Casey Jones in the Turtles movies?
Yeah.
Kind of
Ellis Cotis. Elias Cotis.
Kind of looks like him. Not like identical, but I
see why you say
Casey
that.
Jones vibes from him.
I get it. It's Polish.
Cricket. Anyway, that is Ben Bailey's actually 54.
Okay.
Which moves you up to you were 7 out.
7 out.
You said 47. Which push up to 19. Not out of it, but it's getting a little bit tense. The butthole is getting a little bit tighter. As we move to the final celebrity.
Number 5.
Hey! Mr. Henry Winkler. The Fonz.
Oh, the Fonz.
Double tap, boom, boom. That fucking jukebox. It's all the bitches.
Hey.
He can jump sharks with a motorbike.
Yeah, that is the term. That is where the term "jumping the shark" came from.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Also, Henry Winkler, the Fonz, as opposed to Henry Winkler, is on my Mount Rushmore of fictitious father figures.
I think he'd be a terrible dad.
Yeah, but he was a surrogate father in like the last couple seasons.
I think the Fonz would be an amazing uncle.
Sure.
Dad.
For some of it, that's still a father figure.
All right, we're being pedantic here, but I'm just saying.
The Fonz, Henry Winkler. The Fonz is way older. Henry Winkler is... Oof, damn.
By the way, if you ever see an early movie with Henry Winkler, also starring Sylvester Stallone, can't remember what it's called, but it's fucking garbage.
Lords of Flatbush.
So bad.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. We can talk about Lords of Flatbush later. I'm gonna say 80.
He's going with 80.
Oh my god, I'm not. He's up.
Henry Winkler is 79, which puts your final score of 20, which means for the 5th time in a row, Kush Hayes, you, sir, are a winner.
You win.
I feel so amazing right now.
Wow. Now 15 and 20. You're slowly chipping away.
We've only got 5 weeks left in the year, I think.
No, we've got plenty more than that.
No?
End of October, so
We're
we've got like 2 months.
more weeks?
2 months, so like 8 or 9. Still, you still got
so 8. Yeah. All right. Oh, yo, like.
Look at him. Look at him. Getting too confident now. He's too cocky.
Not too confident, but feeling fucking great, dude. Like that was a make or break moment right there. Like,
also, wasn't Henry Winkler in Arrested Development?
Yes, he was a lawyer.
Ah, yes. He was like the what's that? Oh my god, what's the terrible lawyer from The Simpsons? St. Mutz.
Oh, Lionel Hutz.
Lionel Hutz. There we go.
Yeah,
he was kind of like
the
Lionel Hutz of Arrested Development universe.
He was kind of like Lionel Hutz. Henry Winkler's first performance outside of the Fonz was a little movie called The One and Only, where he played a struggling actor who walked into the wrong door one day for an audition, and then all of a sudden ended up as a professional wrestler. And it's not a good movie. However, like they used they used Henry Winkler's acting abilities. Like, one day I'm this guy, and one day I'm that guy, and I'm gonna be a Nazi here, and then I'm gonna be Gorgeous George this day. Like, but they also like just acknowledged that kayfabe was a thing when that was just very much a no. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. No. And they're just like, no, kid, read the fucking script. You're supposed to do this. Then you're supposed to do that. Then you're supposed to do the other thing, and then you're supposed to let the gargantuan win. And he was like, but I didn't feel like that was my character. And anyway, it's a strange movie, but if made the cover of People magazine, and the caption is, "If nobody likes this movie, I may never be able to escape the Fonz." He would escape the Fonz.
Hence why in 2024, whenever I hear Henry Winkler, I go, hey.
By the way,
I've
never heard a bad thing about Henry Winkler. I hear he's the nicest soul in the world. And if I ever meet him and get to shake his hand, I might start crying.
Well, if you ever watched the Sylvester Stallone documentary, he tells a few stories about Henry Winkler and how much of a nice guy that man is.
Yeah, we did a review for it.
That's correct. Let Sylvester Stallone stay at his house when he was like a struggling actor, and Henry Winkler was like the top of the world. Anyway, so if you was playing along with that Celebrity Birthday Blackjack, let us know the score in the comment section below on the YouTube video, or if you're listening to the audio version, hit us up on Twitter. Not purely X on my watch at Waffle Box. Let us know your score. But until next week, that wraps up a Birthday Blackjack. And now it's time for me to hand the reins of the show over to Rob Zombie lookalike, Kush Hayes.
Man.
I'm a super beast.
Oh, I can't see anything anymore.
You look like a Rob Zombie. It's where Kush is going to review a movie in a segment that we like to call Kush's Movie Out of You.
Kush's Movie Review.
Welcome to this week's Kush's Movie Review, where Kush this week is reviewing the movie Conclave, which is a fantastic spin-off to NFL documentaries Hard Knocks, following the Arizona Cardinals as they try to make their way through another NFL season. Am I right?
I know what Hard Knocks is. I don't know what that reference is, though.
So a conclave is quote an assembly of cardinals. So I did a joke of the Arizona Cardinals.
You're so smart, Mike. You're so smart. I literally didn't know what a conclave was before this movie. Had never heard the term before, but now we know it.
I thought a conclave was in the same kind of universe as an alcove. I thought it was some kind of like building terminology, but no, apparently not.
You could have told me it was a shape too, like obtuse or elongated or something.
That triangle's conclave. Triangle's conclave as fuck. But no, it's an assembly of cardinals, which automatically makes this movie sound fun. How is it?
Well, this movie is not fun, but I actually did find it very fascinating. This is the movie Conclave. It is a surprising PG, not a PG-13, just straight PG, which gets into some heavy subjects, but not terribly heavy, I guess. It is a flat 2 hours. Enjoyed all 120 minutes of it. It is directed by a man named Edward Berger. You might know him from last year or 2 years ago's Netflix's Academy Award nomination with All Quiet on the Western Front. I believe we did a review for that as well. Written by the screenplay was written by a man named Peter Strahan and is based on a book called Conclave by a gentleman named Robert Harris. Fantastic fucking cast, dude. Pardon my language, Lord. And Rafe Fiennes, who I still don't know why his name is Rafe and not Ralph, but that's a cultural thing, I guess. Anyway, Stanley Tucci.
I thought his name was Ralph Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes, like Ray, like Ray is always the way I've heard it, but still spelled Ralph.
That's now. That's
well, you look that up. I'm going to keep going here.
His name's Ralph Fiennes. It's spelled Ralph, like Wreck-It Ralph. Know your place, Ralph. That's like me saying, like, my name's spelled, it's Michael. Oh, it's pronounced Mikhail. Like, no, it's not, bitch.
Well, if you're Russian, it might be.
Well, I'm not. Don't start those rumors. My green card's up for renewal soon. Don't start those rumors.
Don't put us in a position to do that, then. Anyways. Also starring John Lithgow, Isabella Rossellini, and then a bunch of other folks who I didn't bother to write down. Short and simple, the Pope has died of natural causes. And this is the steps we go through to elect a new Pope. And it's crazy right off the bat because he's just dead. Movie starts, he's dead. We don't see him struggle. We don't see him convulse. We don't someone discover him. He's just dead. And a bunch of cardinals have already assembled around him. Obviously, those close to him. And finally, Ray Fiennes shows up. He's the last piece of the puzzle. He's apparently the top dude just under the Pope. I don't know how that works. I don't pretend to know how that works. It's just how this thing goes. He's in charge of the upcoming conclave. However, these motherfuckers are cold. Like, the body isn't even cold yet, and they're like, time to remove the Pope ring. Oh, here, we're gonna put in a little device here, a little vice grip, and we gotta chop that seal right off of it, and then we gotta put it in a collector's box. And I don't know if we put that on display or put it in a safe or whatever, but get that bitch out of here.
Think him in the trash.
He is no longer the Pope. He is put in a body bag like any other dead body. He is whisked away in an ambulance, and then
He's next 2 hang upside down at Rugrats and Half Pints in Gloucester.
Negative. He's just on a gurney in a body bag, and for the next 2 minutes, the camera is on him, but we hear in the background them just like driving over the road, and there are patches like every 20 seconds. So, and he was the Pope. an hour ago, but now he's just a corpse.
An ex-pope.
Yep, less than an ex-pope. He's just dead. Like he's just a cadaver. Um. Anyways, as I says, this movie goes into the steps of how do we elect the next pope, and cardinals from around the world all come to the Vatican. There's about 80 of them, maybe more. I don't know. The math on this movie is a little fuzzy, and they're getting ready to announce, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and the meeting's tomorrow, and there'll be refreshments and this and that and the other, and then all of a sudden they get a visitor. It's a cardinal from the land of Kabul,
Ooh,
who they have no record of, but apparently the Popa, he knew about him and he kept him a little secret. And that becomes a big theme within the movie. Anyways, there's all sorts of politicism in this. So and so did this, so and so did that. Someone might have paid off a bunch of cardinals to vote for them in case this was going to happen, because the previous pope, well, he was up there, and this isn't, except for one time within our lives, even the pope usually doesn't just quit or resign or retire. Like you're the pope until you're dead.
Yep. Facts.
Just the facts, ma'am.
So in this case, this one guy knew the pope was going to die. He was up there in age, and he was like, yeah, when this guy drops dead, I'm gonna shove a bunch of dollars or pounds or whatever the monetary denomination is, and you're gonna vote for me when it's time. That gets uncovered. Like there's a bunch of conspiracies in this. This is a very dry movie. It is the mellowest of melodrama I've ever experienced. However, the acting in this is phenomenal. The scenes I enjoyed. It's a lot of just, they might as well be in a bunker during the post-apocalypse. Okay, like there's not a lot of scenery. There's not a lot of set pieces. One set piece where like they have to store 80 people in one room, but other than that, like this is a pretty basic movie. You shouldn't have to be a fan of the Catholic Church. You shouldn't have to be one denomination over another. Like, I thought this was a pretty fascinating movie. Just like, when this does happen, this is what goes down. As I've said before on previous reviews, Mike, I'll send out when I get out of a movie. I don't send this to everybody, but I feel like I'll send this guy and this guy and this guy might appreciate it, and more times than not, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. The one guy, I was just like, I explained, it was like, the Pope died, and this is how they elected the new Pope. And he's like, I'm going to purposely miss that movie. I'm like, all right, well, you do you, man. But this is, no one's trying to recruit you to the Catholic Church, stupid. We're just saying this was an interesting movie. There's interesting stuff that happened in this. This would definitely like to be nominated for a bunch of little gold trophies coming up in February or March. It might just miss out on that just based on when it was released. I think this is a very good movie. I think this could be eligible. If we were to do this today, I think it would absolutely be eligible for several little gold trophies. I'll be surprised if this comes up in 2025 as one of those movies. But Conclave, rated PG. I don't think it was meant for children by any means, but anyone can see.
It's not gonna be on Disney Plus anytime soon.
No, it's definitely not going to be a Disney Plus movie. I want to say this is some other production. I think this is going to be on Netflix or Prime before Disney Plus. Having said that, I think this is a fascinating movie. Do you need to see this in the theater? No, you don't. There's nothing real. Again, it's a lot of very just flat backgrounds. But I enjoyed the hell out of this. I was on the edge of my seat most of the time. When we get to the reveal of who the new Pope is, one guy just walked out. Like, did a whole thing where he like walked down the stairs. You're like, oh, are you going to the bathroom now, Blair? No, he dumped his whole popcorn bucket in the trash can and then spiked that fucker in there and left. And I was like, there's still a whole 10 more minutes of this, dude. So the ending might be a little controversial for some. I found it fascinating. I would recommend you go see this in the theater. Maybe not, but I think this is a very good movie. I think this will keep your attention if you like that melodrama. And I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. So Conclave, rated PG, 2 flat hours, 4 out of 5 stars.
Do you know what? Because I'm assuming this is covered in the movie, but in real life, when a new pope is elected, they let out the smoke signals. Okay.
That comes up a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
so every day they have an election, and there has to be a majority. And for the first 3 or 4 rounds, there's like, wow, nobody got that shit. And they have multiple canisters of we didn't elect a pope tonight. Come back tomorrow. And then they finally have the other canister. We're like, we did it. New pope in the house.
You know what would be really fun is when a new pope's elected and the smoke signal starts going out. If we heard
a DJ Khaled song plays. My Ring doorbell?
No, the NFL. The pick is in.
Oh.
That'd be so good. And then Roger Goodell can go up. And the Vatican Church has selected. And then
they can totally do that.
That'd be fun, right?
That'd be fun.
Probably American
Vatican...
audience would be more. Maybe like people in Romania would be like, "What the fuck is Roger Goodell?"
Vatican is a very wealthy institution. Probably doesn't want to pay for that logo from the NFL.
Could you imagine? That'd be so much fun.
Because they would have to. They would have to do that. They would have to license that jingle. But anyway.
Could you imagine like the ESPN talking heads? Like, well, you know what? We got this guy who wants to be Pope. He runs a 40 in this, but his high jump is like talking about the sports. That could be really fun. Can you gamble on the Pope? Can you gamble on who's going to be the next Pope? Do you reckon?
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. You'd have to know the right people, but I'm sure you can.
Well, when
but you'd also have to know who the fuck you're talking about. And like, why would you know the Pope from Zimbabwe?
No, it's like horse racing. You just look at the name and go, "Yeah, I got a good feeling about that one."
No, well, so you don't. That shit is not going to help you at all. Like, votes are literally turned by things that happen just in the cafeteria in this movie here. Like,
I got vibes here. Are you doubting my vibes?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
Son of a bitch.
I'm literally informing you of the movie I just saw, and you're going.
I know.
Why would it be different?
It's so serious, Kush. It's so serious. Look at you now. Now you got some long hair. You're taking yourself so seriously now.
I'm very confident tonight. I just won my 5th game tonight, 1 in a row. What the hell?
And here I am drinking 6% alcoholic liquid.
I know. You should be drinking bourbon like me.
Anyway, there we go. The Conclave. 4 out of 5. Starring Ralph Fiennes and John Lithgow, who is low-key possibly in my top 5 actors of all time.
Great goddamn actor.
Like, he's one of those, like, you don't think of him, but goddamn, he's in so many good things, and he's a great guy. Third Rock from the Sun, amazing.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
It was a fun show. Anyway. There we go. Let's move on. Let's wrap this show up in a nice little bow. And let's make everyone feel all warm and fuzzy inside with a segment that we like to call Feel Good Story of the Week.
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
This week's Feel Good Story is still in the UK. Oh, the UK has been doing things this week. A boy who puts together goodie bags for ambulance crews brings a smile to all the crews that he hits. Mr. Finley J, double barrel first name, that's kind of controversial. I don't like that. I mean, there's the double barrel last name where you kind of like, hey, we're married, but I'm going to take your name, but I'm also going to kind of keep my own name because your name sucks. But double barrel first name? Interesting. Anyway, Finley J, 8, regularly visits the Royal Shrewsbury Hospital to hand the bags containing tea, coffee, sweets, candy for American listeners, biscuits, chocolates, and pens. I don't know why it's pen, but whatever. Out. And his mother, Laura, said, quote, I am so proud of him. He is such a kind little boy. Will Gould from West Midlands Ambulance Service said, our staff don't do the job for thanks, but having someone like Finley handing out goodie bags certainly makes the role even more worthwhile. All the items in his bags are donated by friends and family, and she said all the ambulance staff know him now. Special bags are made up for Easter, Halloween, and Christmas. Hayley Flavel, that's a good name, director of nursing at the hospital, added, what a lovely and kind gesture by Finley. His goodie bags make all the difference to the ambulance crews that arrive at our hospital. What a nice guy. Nice little 8-year-old kid putting little goodie bags together and hand them out to hospital workers at his local hospital. What a nice guy. What a nice guy.
Very nice guy, but also comes from that town where there's 250 people in it, so like, and the hospital just happens to be here. Yeah.
Where's Royal Shrewsbury Hospital? Shockingly, it's not. It's in Shrewsbury in the UK. Where is it? It's Shrewsbury. It's in Shropshire. That's a fun name to say. Population 76,782.
Okay, a little bigger than a town.
Suck it, Kush. Suck it, Kush.
Ah,
how dare you besmirch the good name of Shrewsbury?
Mary, all my hair fall out tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got you. Take that wig off, man. You changed, man. That wig's changed you. It's like the mask. As soon as you put that wig on, you're like,
smoke.
You're now possessed by the spirit of the god of mischief, Loki.
Good problem to have.
And then in the morning, you're gonna take that wig and you throw it in the trash, and then like a boomerang, it will come back and land in your apartment again. And then at some point, your dog's gonna put it on and transform, and wacky consequences will happen.
I don't have a dog. However, the neighbor's cat might get a hold of it.
Oh, yeah, no. God.
Yeah, I don't know how often I'll wear this, but yes, I have to like stow it in a plastic bag so like spiders don't get into it.
Facts. Anyway, so there you go. Nice one, Finley. You're a nice guy. Also, you know, starting young, getting in with the nurses. I like it, Finley. And then, like, maybe in like 10 years, you'd be like, hey, mama, remember me? Want to check out my new gift bag? Ow.
Young man, I have 3 children and I'm in the middle of a divorce. Go away.
Want to have a 4th child and another divorce? That's my go-to. I mean, I'm a happy married man. I'm not gonna, but I do make jokes from time to time. That's my go-to whenever there's like because I'm a server at an undisclosed location. I'm not gonna mention the name just in case. But a lot of the servers will go, hey man, check out table 34. You know, when there's a lovely young lady in the house. And my go-to one is like, yeah, look at that. She could be my next ex-wife. Boom.
You definitely don't want Mrs. to listen to this episode. Or at least have her tap out after the end of the segment.
She's never gonna listen to this. She's like, not only does she not care about podcasts, but also she has like, I swear she has like ADHD. She would have tapped out after 3 minutes.
Nice.
So I hope that first 3 minutes.
I live with this motherfucker. I listen all the time. He was always like, "Come on, baby, it's time for birthday blackjack." He's like, "We're I just want to watch Grey's Anatomy or whatever murder
No,
documentary.
I know.
on Netflix.
I want to watch a show, and then I'm going to ignore the show whilst I scroll Instagram and TikTok. That's how I go to.
Sounds right. Without
Lesser
having met your wife,
consults.
sounds right.
Miss you, babe. Anyway, that wraps up this week's episode of Waffle Box. 172 episodes now in the books. Although it's a virtual book, no trees were harmed in the making of this podcast. Actually, there probably was because I wrote down a lot of stuff on my paper. Anyway, Kush,
That's me and my long-haired glory.
Have you done anything in the last 7 days that you would like to tell the Syrup Squad about for them to check
Not
out?
at all. You can always check out kushhaze.com for retroactive stuff with my life. However, I want to emphasize the following week is election week. Vote. I don't care.
Go out and vote.
Vote for Trump. Vote for Miss Harris. Vote for Mike Fish. If you think he might be a better president, he's not eligible, but
I'm not eligible.
You will not be wasting your vote voting for
would.
the best person that you know. Shut up.
No, if you vote for me, you'd be wasting your vote.
No, if they think you are the best person.
I'm not an American citizen. I can't be president.
You're not an American citizen. You are not a president. But if they think you're the best person for the job, they should vote for you.
That sounds like a wasted vote to me.
You're retarded.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Fuck you, Lapen. But yes, go out and vote. Vote or die.
Please vote. Please vote. I don't care who you vote for, but vote.
Because, yeah, vote or die. Voting is very important. PD's once said that, and he's always been trustworthy. But yeah, go to kushage.com as well. Listen to the podcasts. You know, listen to it whilst you're in line for voting. You know, because once you're in line, they can't kick you out. Although some people get upset if people give you cookies while you're in the line. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, good luck to whoever. I just hope everyone has fun.
No one's having fun, but please vote.
But other than that, it's a good night from me. It's a good night from him. Producer Lathan. Any final thoughts?
Even though Halloween is the most special night of the year, please don't forget that it can be scary too. So homeowners, if you suddenly find a brown paper bag on fire sitting on your front steps, please resist all urges to extinguish it by stamping on it with your foot. Simply pour some water over it, or even let it burn out. You'll thank me later. See you in November, boys.
Until next time, take care of yourselves. And each other.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny.